Welcome to War Chronicle, where history's fiercest battles, forgotten heroes, and untold war stories come alive. From ancient conquests to modern military showdowns, we uncover the strategy, sacrifice, and secrets behind the wars that shaped our world. Throughout history, geography has silently dictated the strategies, outcomes, and even causes of wars. From the towering heights of the Himalayas to the vast contested waters of the Pacific Ocean, terrain and topography have served as both sword and shield. Geography defines not just where wars are fought, but how they are fought, and who has the upper hand before the first bullet is even fired. In the Himalayas, the world's highest battleground, conflicts between India and China reveal the brutal reality of high-altitude warfare. Where oxygen is scarce, logistics are a nightmare, and even holding ground becomes a victory. Soldiers endure freezing temperatures and thin air just to maintain a few kilometers of disputed borderland, proving that in mountain warfare, nature itself becomes an enemy. Moving westward, the rugged terrain of Afghanistan has humbled empires, from the British and Soviets to NATO forces. Here, deep valleys, narrow passes like the Khyber Pass, and the tribal mountainous landscape have allowed guerrilla fighters to outmaneuver the world's most powerful armies. In this case, geography empowered insurgency and resistance. Similarly, in Vietnam, dense jungles and complex river networks gave the Viet Cong a home field advantage, turning the terrain into a weapon. The U.S. military's superior technology was often neutralized by a hidden enemy that used the terrain like a second skin, digging tunnels, hiding in forests, and launching ambushes from the undergrowth. On the other end of the spectrum lies the vast Pacific theater of World War II, a naval chessboard stretching thousands of kilometers. In this island-hopping campaign, control over strategic chokepoints like Midway, Guadalcanal, and the Philippines became critical. Here, geography dictated not only supply lines, but also air dominance and naval movements. The battles were not just about capturing land, but denying the enemy vital refueling stations, landing strips, and staging grounds. Sea power became the key, and without mastery over island geography, neither Japan nor the Allies could hope to control the region. Similarly, in the Middle East, deserts have shaped armored warfare. Flat terrain allows for rapid tank movement, but also exposes forces to airstrikes. In conflicts like the Gulf War, U.S.-led coalition forces used satellite-guided precision, flat desert expanses, and wide maneuver corridors to outflank and overwhelm Iraqi troops. But that same openness also forces armies to rely heavily on air superiority and logistics. Any disruption to supply lines can be devastating in such an unforgiving climate. Even in the age of satellites and drones, geography still dominates warfare. Consider modern naval tensions in the South China Sea, where small islands and reefs are being militarized by China to project power and contest international shipping lanes, or the narrow Strait of Hormuz, through which a third of global oil flows, a geographic choke point, so vital that even minor threats there trigger international military responses. In every case, mountains, deserts, jungles, islands, and oceans. Geography doesn't just influence war, it defines it. Terrain shapes tactics, climate shapes endurance, location shapes logistics, natural barriers shape political boundaries and ambitions. From ancient conflicts to 21st century standoffs, commanders have always understood one truth: those who master the geography often master the war. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most intense conflicts.